Hello everybody and welcome to our on-screen tutorial for this week. We are going to be chatting about the Google Ads and Google Ads advertising, but most importantly, just familiarizing ourselves with the dashboard of Google Ads. So we're not going to be placing any ads today. We're just going to get started by going into the actual Google Ads dashboard just to familiarize ourselves so that we know where everything is. So it's going to be a nice, short, basic session. If you don't have a Google Ads account, please could you create one? And if you do have one, you would sign in over here and then into, perhaps we have one or two different accounts, we have two, and off we go into Celestial Gift Experiences. This account is currently pending and mostly dormant because our business is reliant on tourism, travel, and hospitality in order to operate. But we are going to be looking at a very busy dashboard here that used to be highly active with lots of different ads running. First, we're going to start in the top left-hand corner, and this is where you can change just the different display of the screen. And of course, we have all campaigns here to include search, display, shopping, and smart. You can also open this little drop-down box and you can select all enabled, all but removed, and you can sort that by campaign status or ad group status. So we are going to leave it on all because there's a little bit more for us to look at. You can also go into each campaign. You can then go into drill deeper into search, into display, and into shopping. And obviously, it will return all of those specific campaigns to remind you from the online tutorials that we've had before that the smart campaigns are quick and fun and very easy to set up and nice starter campaigns if that's something that you would like to try. And before we entered this third wave of COVID, we had 5 very active campaigns, and the proposal experience specialist campaign was the most popular, followed by anniversary and also our milestone birthday campaigns, but we have those on hold until we have moved past the third wave. There are also shopping campaigns that you can set up, as well as display campaigns and search campaigns. Here we're going to open and close this little box just so that you can see how the dashboard changes, and focusing on the overview menu, this links in which each different type of campaign to include recommendations, ad groups, ads and extensions, that's the parent category and the subcategories, as well as landing pages, parent and subcategories. There you have your keywords, your audiences, demographics, and so on. So once you have actually set up your campaigns, which is what you would use this little plus button for, you are then able to go in to tweak, optimize, and health check the existing campaigns using the Google recommendations by this menu over here. It looks a little bit overwhelming and daunting, but if you play with all of the menus and you see how each sub-menu and subcategory interacts with the parent menu or the parent category, it does assist in understanding how it all fits together like a puzzle, and eventually it just clicks into place and it becomes easy to use, a little bit like driving your car. The last part of the dashboard that we are going to walk through together is along the top in the right-hand section. So this is obviously a direct link into your Google account. There you have a little notifications that are popping up that you might want to keep track of and read and update. You have a lovely help feature here from Google, which is extremely helpful. We use Google as our friend for all different searches all of the time for anything really. And there are so many different articles that you can read that are step by step and very simple to unpack and execute within your dashboard. We also have billing, which would include obviously your credit card details, etc., and invoices for accounting purposes. And quite interestingly, this is another interesting sub-menu here where you would plan, you would use your audience manager, bulk actions. There you would focus on measurement and also a lot of setup features. So this is key in planning your Google ads, but also setting them up, bulk actions that you may have, and the measurement thereof once they are live. You have a performance planner here, and you can actually go in and have a look at what the performance planner does with a direct link to get more information. Essentially, it assists you to plan your advertising spend. Keyword planner is what you would potentially use before you actually start creating your campaigns, and this would assist you with selecting keywords linked to your campaign. This is your reach planner, which is for YouTube videos on YouTube, and there again, very short bit of information with a shortcut straight into Google Ads where you can learn so much more in detail before you get started. There's an audience manager here as well, where you would segment and group all of your audiences into the various different lists that you would use accordingly within your ads, as well as budgets, negative keyword lists, which is very important. You don't want to waste your ad spend on people clicking on your ads for discounts, sales, or promos, or anything that would be a waste to your ad spend. And of course, there are the bulk actions that I've mentioned, and also conversions and Google Analytics, so that we know how to track and keep an eye on the performance of our adverts and make any changes so that once they grow legs, they can really start returning on our investment. So as I mentioned, this is a really short walk through the dashboard, just an easy start, easing into the dashboard and the whole world of Google Ads. And perhaps you could make some time to set up your account, go in and familiarize yourself with the dashboard in preparation for us creating a smart campaign, followed by a search, display, and shopping campaigns, and also using Google Shopping. We're going to be doing those in the coming weeks ahead, but we just wanted to start off slow and introduce you to the dashboard. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to chatting to you again next week.